I hope you've been enjoying the Summer Cup in the Great League, because now it's time to move it all on over to Ultra League. I'm Fish from Pallet Town PvP, and we're going to take a look at the basics of the Ultra League Summer Cup in just 5 minutes. Now, this is just the bare bones of it to get the ball rolling so you can do your own research. If you want to take a look at a full breakdown of the meta, we live stream a chat every Tuesday night here on this YouTube channel. I do it with GBL leaderboard player Lyle Jeffs. You can check out the link to this week's chat in the description, or you can click here. In the meantime, here's your basics. And we basically decided that the whole meta revolves around these two Pokemon, which is Pidgeot and Virizion. As a core, it gets an A for coverage, and this is the list of things that beats it. That beat both, right? It's not big, and I don't know how many of those you're actually going to see. Like, how many people have built a Tapu Koko? How many people have the ability to build a Seeking or a Mantine? Genesect Chill and Shadow Zapdos, I think, are going to be... I mean, especially the Zapdos is going to be big. But here's the interesting thing about Pidgeot, is that we say that every time that Pidgeot is ranked high in a meta, we always say, well, that's great until you get it stuck in against a steel type, then it's just got nothing to hit it with. But take a look at the steels that are eligible in this meta, right? Togedemaru and Magnezone, absolutely, I agree. Stay away from them, you'll have a bad time. But then you've got Genesect, you've got Escavalier, Ferrothorn, Forretress, Durant. These are all things that are taking neutral damage from flying, and most of them don't have much in the way of things that can hit back super effectively. So Pidgeot's really good and really safe. Virizion, it recommends Sacred Sword and Stone Edge. There is a case to replace Sacred Sword with Leaf Blade, because if you take a look at the ice types that are eligible, most of them are also water types, so they're taking super effective damage from the Leaf Blades anyway, and Leaf Blade is a better move than Sacred Sword. The only thing you're suffering with is Abomasnow, and you do have Stone Edge for it. You will still lose against Abomasnow in general, but in the end game situation, shields down, you know, you've got one move left, Stone Edge can absolutely close it out for you. So I want to go back to this page here, and that Shadow Zapdos. Shadow Zapdos looking really good, because number one, it absolutely beats the bejeebers out of these two, but it also beats Swampert generally in an even energy situation. So against the regular Swampert, it wins the 1 and 2 shields. Against the Shadow, it wins the 0 and 1 shields. And again, that is on even energy. If you give the Swampert any energy lead, then that will flip it. But an electric type that is beating Swampert is very handy. And if you look at the list of things that beat both Shadow Zapdos and Virizion, it's a longer list, but again, not very relevant. The top 5 here, definitely relevant. Zapdos, Victini, Trevenant, and Ninetales, so top 4, I guess. But then you got Salazzle, Gourgeist, Delphox, all of these. Like, if you see any of these, from 6 to 13, if you see any of those in any of your Summer Cup battles, at me, at FishOnAHeater_. Or you can tag the Pallet Town PvP Twitter account. Yeah, you're not going to see any of them, right? So, I'm liking the Shadow Zapdos and Virizion core. Now, what else is available in this meta? So, let's take a look. We've got your normals are really nice generalists, because there's not too much in the way of counter going around. So that's Miltank and Double. Tentacruel with Poison Jab is going to absolutely smash a Virizion, and it has really great closing power with Blizzard instead of Sludge Wave, so you can absolutely beat both the Pidgeot and Virizion with a Tentacruel. That's going to be a very, very good pick. Roserade is interesting because it does okay from a standing start, so 0 energy, full health. If you give it 1 Poison Jab of energy lead, and if you successfully bait, then that can suddenly win against 75% of the PV Poke Summer Cup meta. So Roserade is actually a lot more dangerous than it seems. Charizard, doing Charizard things, same as Swampert. Charizard and Swampert, their position in the meta hasn't really changed that much. Charizard Shadow version still ranked number 1 in the meta as a switch. Mantine is going to be very good. Again, it can beat both the Pidgeot and the Virizion, but I mean, good luck getting all the XLs for it. You have, what else is there? Lantern is always an overperformer, but just like Mantine needs those XLs. The Trevenant Walrein core is very interesting because, I mean, Trevenant, I think the Seed Bomb adjustment hurt Trevenant in Ultra League more than it did in Great League. Like, for example, it can now no longer bait Charizard and then get to a Shadow Ball in time. It'll faint before the Charizard will get to a Blast Burn before the Trevenant can get to that second move of the Shadow Ball to KO. So that's a huge difference. And also Jellicent is one that I'll throw in there, which is always, you know, whenever Tentacruel is relevant, Jellicent is also relevant as a nice wall to that Pokemon. Also now does even better against Trevenant than it did before. Great wall to Walrein and Swampert, so I really like that too. And that is it for the Summer Cup in the Ultra League. Let us know what you plan to run. Let us know what Pokemon we've missed, because we've missed a lot. This was, again, just your bare bones. Let us know in the comments what you plan to run, and good luck with that climb.